Hello everyone. My name is Amanda and welcome back to my channel where we talk about anything and everything how to grow your social media. I am so looking forward to talking to you today about this particular topic, and I even have a super cute, super fluffy, super loving special guest who you will see throughout. Arguably, he is a lot cuter and a lot more fun to watch than I am, so make sure that you stay tuned throughout the whole video. Before we get started, I do need to ask that if you enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you never miss a video with me again. Okay, let's talk about how I went from 0 to 100,000 followers on Instagram. Leo, do you want to come help me? Come here. Come on. What are you doing? Can you come hang out? This is Leo. He is a 2-year-old English cream golden retriever, or almost 2, and he is the star of the show over at our Instagram account, Leo the Cream. Can I have a kiss? Thanks. Now that Leo is here and is ready to either sleep or stare at you throughout the rest of this video, let's get started. One of the most important aspects to growing my Instagram account from the get-go was posting consistently. And what I mean by posting consistently can be something different for everybody. But for us, that was posting anywhere from 4 to 5 times a week until we hit, I wanna say, about 50 to 60,000 followers. At that point, I felt like we had enough momentum where there were some weeks when I could dial back just a little bit, even though there's definitely weeks where I post even more than 3 to 5 times or less than 3 to 5 times. But in the beginning, you definitely want to be providing your followers and potential followers a ton of content so that you can get your name and your brand out there and that you become recognizable when you come across hashtags and the explore page. Not only is posting 3 to 5 plus times per week incredibly important, but so is choosing a time of day that works best for you and your following, as well as choosing the days of the week that pull the best for you. So when we were growing, it really didn't matter too much what day of the week that we posted, with exception to weekends. Weekends were always yielding higher engagement for us, and they still do. But I would say that the times per day that worked best for us were 9 Mountain Standard Time, so 11 Eastern Standard Time, and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And those have consistently worked really well for us along the way. So again, you want to test which areas work the best for you and then stick to those areas as often as possible so that everyone knows when to expect your content and so that you're posting at the time of day when your followers are the most active. When your followers are active and engaging with your content, you're more likely to get pushed out on hashtags and the explore page. The second big tip I have for you all is figuring out what you're good at. It took me quite a bit of time to realize that photos weren't necessarily my strong suit, and not that I take bad photos, but they weren't what was really driving people to Leo's account. Not only that, they were yielding less engagement overall, so I quickly switched over to videos. And with the videos, it took me a while to figure out what kinds of videos were working best for me. I did a lot of videos that were subtitled with funny captions of Leo. I did more scripted type videos like food reviews and just funny things. And then I also did videos of Leo just being Leo. After posting those types of videos consistently, the ones that were pulling the best for me, I did start to notice that my following was growing quite a bit because that's what people were expecting of our account. Number 3, contact any and every feature page that you can find. What I mean by feature pages is basically finding a page that has anywhere from 50 or 100,000 plus followers all the way up to millions of followers that curates content. What that means is that they take content from a bunch of different creators and then they reshare them. Basically, this gives you an opportunity to get followers from a completely different demographic or type of following that you've been able to tap into. And this can yield anywhere from a handful, like dozens of followers, upwards to thousands if you're lucky. Over the last 1.5 years or so having Leo's account, we have gotten tons of features, and this has really helped us grow our following. Most of them yield anywhere from a couple hundred followers upwards to I think our best one was maybe a couple thousand, but I have seen other accounts do even better than that and gain tens of thousands of followers from one feature. The best way to try to get a hold of some of these accounts is through direct message. Oftentimes they don't read their messages, but do your best to send them your best content. If you are lucky, they will reshare your post and you'll have the opportunity to tap into a demographic of followers that you may not have had the opportunity to tap into at all. Number 4, join Facebook groups for those feature pages I just mentioned. A lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them have community type group Facebook pages where you just ask to join the group and then you can share your best content within the group. If your post performs well within those groups, then you are much more likely to have that content reshared by those feature pages and again, give you the opportunity to gain a ton of followers. Number 5, you guys have to know that this is one of the most important tips about growing your following. You have to engage with the followers that you have. If you're not engaging with your followers, then they're not going to engage on your future posts, which means that the algorithm is not going to think that your posts are very good. And if your followers are not engaging with your post, then why would they send it out to people who could potentially be your followers through different hashtags and the explore page? So just make sure that you're responding to as many direct messages as you can and responding to as many comments as you can. You ready to come back? Are you going to participate? Another important piece to ensuring your growth is making sure that your followers and people who aren't even your followers can get to know either you, your subject, or your brand that you're trying to promote on your Instagram page. I've seen a ton of different accounts of all different niches get featured a bunch of times, or they just come across on my explore page or my hashtags, and I don't feel inclined to follow them because I feel like I don't know enough about the subject or the person or the intention behind the brand of the account. It's just really good content. So if you do something that makes you stand apart, people are going to feel much more inclined to follow you in the long run. Now I know that there's a lot of people who might say otherwise in regards to my last tip, but this is something that helped me exponentially in growing Leo the Cream's account, making sure that my equipment and the overall aesthetic of my videos looks good. Now, that doesn't mean that you need to go out and buy a super professional digital camera or an external microphone or professional lighting or anything like that, but just make sure that your smartphone, like your Android or your iPhone or whatever you're using, has decent camera quality and that the lighting looks okay. So make sure that you're not shooting with the window behind someone or the subject. Make sure that the light is facing whatever the subject is, if that's you, an animal, or something that you're trying, like a product that you're trying to get a video or a photo of. And make sure that if you're posting videos, that the audio is good. It's really agitating to people when there's crackly audio or they can't hear the audio. So just make sure that you try to keep it from having any kind of background noise and you should be golden. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope that you found the content in this video helpful. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope to bring you as many tips on how to grow your social media as possible, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. See you soon. Say bye-bye.